Right, I'm afraid to say that we've had a major issue on the production line earlier this week, and the entire development package for the weekend has failed. Any redevelopments will need to be ordered from the R&D screen.
Now here's something we haven't said for a little while. Welcome along to qualifying in China. After a few years absence from the calendar, it is great to be back here. But Welcome to today's sprint. This is shaping up to be another fantastic weekend. We're here in the Yangtze River Delta today, home of the 16 corners that make up the Shanghai International Circuit. 54% of this 3.3-mile lap is taken at full throttle, and we'll be getting up to speeds of around 200 miles per hour with DRS assistance down the back straight, before the cars brake into the tight hairpin at turn 14. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's sprint. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position, edging out Lando Norris, who'll start from P2. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Sainz, Russell, Oscar Piastri, Fernando Alonso, Hamilton, Tsunoda, Perez, Stroll, Ricciardo, Gasly, Ocon, Bottas, Magnussen, Hulkenberg, Albon, Joe and Logan Sargent. Which of these drivers will get pole position today? We'll soon find out. And alongside me here today in the commentary box, Anthony Davidson. Well, they say that a change is as good as a rest, and whilst there's not much rest on show in the sprint format today, there's definitely a change to what we're usually seeing on the track. I know what we've got to do before the start of today's race, but what about our driver? What do the final hours look like for them?
Well, for them, you've got your pre-race rituals that you go through. You see different drivers that, some have got their headphones on, they're listening to the music. Some drivers really absorb the energy from the crowd and they're there waving to them. Other drivers, they go within themselves. They chat to their engineers, absorbing that information, that vital information that you need to carry you through the race. And, those pre-race rituals are essential to making things systematic. We do a lot of Grand Prix in a season, and the more systematic you can be, the easier you are within that environment.
DRS will be enabled this lap. You can use it when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. Battery charge is high, let's use that overtake button a bit more. remember your teammates. Okay, clear. Okay, mate, this is the final lap of the race. Final lap. You might experience some understeer now that you're in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as soon as possible.
Well done. Another insane result. Good job, everyone. Again, 2-1 back in the factory. I love you all. Thanks for the hard work. Let's keep pushing. We're not too far away. Just keep it going.
So with the sprint concluded, join us next time for qualifying. And of course, the main event, this weekend's Formula One Grand Prix. We'll see you next time. Now here's something we haven't said for a little while. Welcome along to qualifying in China. After a few years' absence from the calendar, it is great to be back here. But just who is going to put their car on pole? It's time again then for Formula One in Shanghai. Northwest of the thriving city of over 24 million people is a circuit that first featured in the championship calendar back in 2004. It played host to Formula One's 1000th Grand Prix back in 2019. The ever-tightening turns of 1 and 2 will prove tricky in the slippery conditions here in Shanghai, and anyone that slides wide will lose a lot of time getting back on track. Turn 14 should still be the best place for overtaking, but we'll have to see some improvements in the weather before the drivers can take advantage of that DRS assistance. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Lando Norris put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position, edging out Max Verstappen, who'll start from P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Sainz, Oscar Piastri, Fernando Alonso, Perez, Russell, Tsunoda, Hamilton, Ricciardo, Gasly, Albon, Stroll, Hülkenberg, Bottas, Ocon, Joe, Magnussen and Logan Sargent. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out then. Let's see who can prevail today. And alongside me in the commentary box today, a man who I always look up to, which is easier said than done, Anthony Davidson. As we all know, every single driver wants to know what's required of them. And in the case of this driver, I think things are pretty stable at the moment, that they're doing what the team require.
But that's the thing, as a driver, it's easy to feel like you're the individual. It's all about you. And, you want to further your career the best you can, but you have to have the team hat on as well and play the team game, work with your teammate as best you can. It's not an easy balance to figure out.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down. Got a lot of spare energy, okay to use your overtake button. might make a mistake. Okay mate, that was an illegal manoeuvre. You've got to cede that position or we'll receive a penalty. No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving. Okay, Lando, let's try and pick our moments where we use ERS. Let's try to be consistent with it going forward, please. Great stuff, it looked like you made work of that target. Let's try and keep that going right through to the end of the race. Okay, you've just started the final lap of the race, final lap.
love you guys, you know that.
Lando Norris, take a bow. At last, a winner in Formula One.
They led from lights out to the flag at the end, and their race victory was never in doubt, was it? Brilliant stuff by them.
As the winners make their way up to the podium, one can only imagine the celebrations that will take place at McLaren tonight. Congratulations to everyone on the team, securing the win and proving that they're a force to be reckoned with out on the track. And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport action. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One.